Alright, what's up? It's Leonidas here from the Leonidas Marketing Blog, and welcome to the Google Ads Pay-Per-Call Marketing Guide 7.0. Previously, we had the Google AdWords Pay-Per-Call Marketing Guide, but now Google AdWords is called Google Ads, so it's just a name change. And the last video we made was about almost a year ago, so it's time for another update. Not much has changed from the previous update, just more streamlined, and now everyone is basically forced to use the new AdWords interface. So the focus of this tutorial is going to be how to get phone calls to your business. So previously, the last 6 videos have always been associated with how to get phone calls to your affiliate marketing, but now we can also focus on how to get phone calls to your service industry, to your small business, to your flower shop, to your construction business, dental work, etc., etc. So it's going to be a more broad, all-encompassing way to generate phone calls using Google Ads. Okay? So as a summary, here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover the websites that I'm going to use. We're going to cover how to make a call-only campaign, how to create ad groups, and the types of keywords that I like to use, how I create the keywords. Then we're going to create a call-only ad. So that'll be the ad where you simply click on it, it goes to a phone call. Then we're going to create click-to-call text ads. So when you click on them, they can either go into a website, or if you use a little trick from my tutorials on the premium23.com premium posts, you can make those text ads basically lead into a phone call as well. We're going to make the ads for those things. We're going to make them very basic. We're going to verify our website. So we'll put a specific code on our website for Google Ads to make sure that it's our website. We're going to make call conversions. So if someone calls for 3 minutes, that's considered a conversion and for a set amount of money. We're going to create call extensions. So when you create the ad, when you create the campaign, it allows you to make the call extension, but I'll just cover how to do that anyway and attach these call extensions to your call conversions. We're going to make call out extensions, so it's going to be additional text on your ad if you're in the first or second place. We're going to do device targeting to make sure our ads only show up on mobile devices. This is associated with text ads. And we're going to cover advanced bid adjustments. So for this section, I'm actually going to simply copy and paste the clip from a previous video, which I really liked because I was very comprehensive with it. And then we'll head back to this slide for a quick review. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our websites that we're going to use as tutorial material for today. So the first website I'd like us to look at is this specific website. This is actually my friend's website. He is in construction here in Toronto, and his construction business is focused with renovations, remodeling, all that fun stuff. So besides having a typical website, about us, services, contact, he also has a phone number here. So this is the most important part because presumably when it's in mobile version, you simply tap on it with your phone and it goes into a phone call. So this would be what your typical business would look like. It should always have this phone number section here. And another option is to have an email option, and I like this extra let's chat option as well. So if you want to contact him directly, and this would obviously send him a text message or something. So the website that I'm going to use to promote for our tutorial today is called is the p23ads.com. It'll be the tutorial website for today, and you can see on the right in the center here it says tap to call, and this button and then this phone number right here. If you click on it, or if you go on your mobile phone and you tap on it, then it'll go directly into a phone call. It'll open up the option to either open your phone call in Skype, FaceTime, all those phone apps. Okay, so we're going to use this and we're going to promote with this. So let's go ahead and start our first AdWords campaign, or Google Ads campaign. All right, so when you first open up Google Ads, all right, this is the interface that you will see. You might see this section on the side here as well. If you don't see this, if it says Express somewhere, you basically have to contact Google support to make them transfer your account over to this standard version. The Express version is for beginners. I like to use the standard version because it's a more advanced tool. It gives you way more advanced options and allows you to optimize your campaign to exactly what you need. Okay, so let's go ahead and create our first campaign, which will be this little plus sign. And let's hit new campaign. Search. What you want to do is you want to select leads and phone calls. Input your phone number. So on my website, p23ads.com, it was, and hit continue. Then we want to name our campaign. So we'll use our friend's campaign as an example. It was Cabral Standard Construction. Okay. And for search network, so it'll show up on Google, but we want to disable search partners. So those are going to include Amazon and typically traffic that very relevant to what we need. So just disable it for now. For enter your location, typically what it'll show is it'll start off with the country that you're in, but you want to go into enter your location and select this option. Okay, it's already selecting the city beforehand, but what we can do is we can go into advanced search. We can do radius. We can do, for example, Thornhill. And within this 20-mile radius, or even kilometers, within 20 kilometers of this radius, people will see your ad. Okay, so you can pinpoint it to that specific region. Or of course, if you're an affiliate, you can target by the entire country or specific postal codes. For location option, you want to only select people in your target locations. So for example, if someone in Puerto Rico or in Guam or in England is searching for example, Thornhill Construction, perhaps they have that location as well in their country. You don't want them to show up in the ads. You want people only in your specific area to see your ads. Okay. And then for budget, I like to start off with $20 per day. Delivery method standard. So if you want accelerated, it'll show your ads as quickly as possible, but also blow through your budget. You can do standard to make sure that it paces steadily throughout the day. And for bidding, we can just start off with clicks. So for clicks, we want to just pay a maximum of, let's say, $2 click cost per click. So this $2 is associated with the currency that you chose when you made the account. This account is in US dollars, so the maximum that I'll pay for per click is $2. Start and end date is fine, and then ad schedule. We want to do whatever our ad schedule we're comfortable with. So in this case, we'll do a typical 9 to 5, but it's obviously associated with hours you want. They also even added this option right here, Saturday, Sundays. So we could do, let's say, 12 till 5. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Call out extensions we'll add later on, and everything else is good to go. So you'll hit save and continue. Now for your first ad group, so typically you should group your ad groups based on similar keywords. So in this case, we'll do ceilings, and we'll do waffle ceiling. So a waffle ceiling is a very construction-oriented term. You can do also cement ceiling, wooden ceiling, and concrete ceiling, and ceiling install. So what you see here is that I'm adding a plus in front of every single keyword. So for example, if someone types in contractors for waffle ceilings, okay, then your ad will show up because they have these two specific words, waffle and ceiling. It doesn't even matter in which order. It could be in ceilings, waffle, and your ad will still show up. Now, if you do waffle ceiling, then your ad can actually show up for things like waffle house or waffle maker. Okay, While Google is good at showing your ads to specific things, a lot of the times it will make the mistake. So in this case, this is called broad match modifier when you add these pluses, while this right here is called broad match. You can actually see it at the bottom here. And you want to stick, when you first make your campaigns, you want to stick to these pluses. But when you want to get a little bit more risky, you can actually take off the pluses and go with this, but basically lower your bid per click because you will get a lot of irrelevant clicks until you develop, until you basically negate those clicks later on in the process of making your campaign. So hit save and continue, and then we'll create our first ad. So for business name, I typically like to actually put the thing that we're doing. So we'll do ceiling installation, and then ceiling installation, waffle, cement, concrete ceilings. So whatever your service is. Satisfaction guaranteed. We can also do professional certified 10 years experience. Call now. And what you see here is that I'm using title case, so every single word starts with a capital. So that's always it's a marketing technique to make sure that your ad looks professional. And then for the display URL, we'll do p23ads.com/ceiling installation. All right. And for the verification URL, we actually want to put where our phone number is visible. So in this case, the phone number was not is visible on our main page, but because of the plugin that I'm using, it's not registered by Google for some reason. So the actual phone number also exists on another page on the website, and I'll do that here, .com/call now. So on this page right here, if you go there, it's visible as text, just like basic text, and HTTPS is for security purposes. So just, yeah. For call reporting, we want to do this, but at the moment we haven't made our call conversion yet, so I'll explain what that is in a second. So just go ahead and click done and save and continue. Alright, so what you'll see here on the side is, well, first you'll see your ad group is created here. We'll go into keywords. There are your keywords, and here are your ads and all that other fun jazz. So here, this is your first call ad. So if someone clicks on your ad, they will go directly into a phone call. On your phone, it'll open up the option to make a phone call. So as soon as my friend made this ad, literally the next day he received a phone call for a service, and then he provided a quote over the phone, and the rest is just based on his process for generating leads. So now that our call-only ads are complete, so here's our campaign. We simply click on it. We go into our ad group. Simply click on that. Here are our keywords. We'll go into ads on the left side here. And when you try to make a text ad, okay, it looks like it's available now, but previously it wasn't available because our ad was set to leads. So I'll show you what I mean. On the campaign level, for the goal, it was set to leads. So if you disable that, you set it to no goal guidance, and then you refresh the page. You go back to your ad group, and you go into ceilings, go into ads. You should now be able to create a call-only ad. Okay, so go ahead and select call, or you're able to now make a text ad. So go ahead and select text ads, and now we're going to start making a text ad. So the final URL is going to be p23ads.com. Headline is going to be professional ceiling install. There we go. The headline 2 will be call now, free quote, phone quote. There we go. And then we'll do 10 years experience ceilings. There we go. For path 2, I like to do tap to call and then ceilings. So just for this specific ad group. And then we'll do professional certified ceiling installations free ceiling quote. And then we'll do 10% off phone call quote if you call now. Set, and then you can do 100% satisfaction guaranteed, board certified. So AAA, so whatever the, you can actually add in whatever the certification board in your area is. So we just need to remove one thing here. There we go. Okay. And add URL options. So in this case, I'm going to show you a trick. If you visit this page right here, p23ads.com/call now. If you visit this page on your desktop, you'll simply see a page that has the phone number and the text of what will happen. So let me show you. Well, if you just visit this page, but if you go on your mobile device, so let's say you go on your phone right now and you type in this address, this will actually redirect you into a phone call. So that's just a neat little trick that I was able to develop, and you can learn if you go to premium23.com and subscribe to the premium posts. You'll be able to learn how to do this. This is mostly associated with if your website is WordPress based. Okay, and this, what will happen is that when someone taps on your ad, okay, when someone clicks on this, they will be directly directed not to the website itself, but directly into a phone call. Okay, so it's a really cool feature that developed. So go ahead and save and add, or save and create extensions. So the next thing we want to show you is how to do call out extensions. So call out extensions are basically things that are displayed on your ad as bonuses if you get the top 2 spots. Okay, so what we can do here is AAA board certification. You can do over 10 years experience, free phone quote, and you could also do 24/7 customer support. Okay, so these are just little bonuses that you get if you, once again, are able to bid into the first or second positions. Okay, and there you go. Hit save. Okay, so now we have our call only ad, and now we have also our text ad. Well, next thing we want to do is we want to add a phone extension to this ad itself. So not only will it show a website link, but it will also show you a phone number. So we'll hit extensions. Up there, we'll hit this little blue button for a new extension. We'll do call extensions. And we'll create a new one. So even though it's already listed here, I've already created it. I guess I can just delete it and create it again. So let's go ahead and make that. Call extensions and create it like new. So 888-456-7856. Okay. Call reporting is on. I'll show you what that does in a second. And everything else is good to go. So call reporting actually tracks conversion. So if your phone call is over a certain amount of time, then basically it's tracked as a conversion. So for us to do that, what we have to do is we should hit save now. Okay, so there's our phone number. what we want to do is now we go to Tools at the top over here. We go into Conversions. You can right click on that, hit open in a new tab. And we'll make a new conversion. So we'll do phone calls. And then calls from ads using call extensions or call only ads. Hit continue. And then we'll do, so the naming convention I like to do is typically the dollar value, so how much the phone call is, and how long it would take before it converts. So let's say 600 seconds, okay? Or 600 seconds would be like 10 minutes. So this is the convention that is very good to use, or you can just name it, for example, divorce calls, okay? But in this case, this is good enough. And then each phone call value is worth $100, but because my friend's business is in Canada, you would change this to Canadian dollars. All right, and then call length 600 seconds. Okay, hit create and continue. There you go. Now we'll go back to our original ad. So we're back here at the extensions. So remember, you go to the campaign, you go to ads and extensions, you click on extensions, then you simply, what I recommend is you refresh this page, you edit the ad, and for conversion action, you click on that, and there's your conversion. So anytime someone calls this phone number through your text ad, they basically, Google tracks it as a conversion, and then over on the side here, you'll see it'll say like 1, okay, how much you paid for it, and then typically the value of how much you made. Okay, so hit save, and good to go. Let's go back to our original ads. So now the phone call extension is attached to our text ad, but not to the call only ad. Okay, so you can see expanded text and then call only. So we'll have to hit edit on that, and then call reporting. Just go over here, conversion action, click on that, $100 for 600 seconds, hit save new ad, and good to go. So now anytime someone calls through this ad or calls through this ad, it's basically tracked as a conversion if it reaches 10 minutes. Okay? So you can also go to your extensions, and once again you can see your call out extensions. So you can keep adding these and they'll randomly show up, and it actually even tell you how much are they influencing the click-through rate of the ad itself. Last thing we want to do is we want to go into tools again, and we want to go into conversions. And for the purposes of this tutorial, we want to verify our website with Google AdWords. Okay, so you can see a website verification. I've already made this because I made this video like 2 hours ago, but the audio didn't record. So anyways, hit conversions, you hit website, you do website verification 2. So just in your case it would be website verification. Category would be other. Don't assign a value, and hit create and continue. All right, insert the tag yourself. The global tag isn't installed on all your HTML pages, so that's fine with what we need. And we simply right click, select all, right click, copy. We'll go back to our website. So here's our website. I'm going to log into the WordPress side of it. And on the left side here, you can see the different plugins that I installed for this specific site. So one of the plugins is called Tracking Code Manager. We'll go into settings. And you can see I've actually already added the code, but let's do it again. So we'll delete the previous one. We'll add a new script. And there you go. So obviously if you're a small business, this could be a very technical thing for you to do. typically you're adding this code on your Shopify website or your Wix website or your WooCommerce website, whatever platform you use. Either ask your admin or your web guy or whoever, or even do it yourself because it's actually pretty simple. And you just need this code for Google to verify your website so that from then on you could use whatever phone number you want. So Google doesn't even need to see the phone number anymore. They can actually just assume that the phone number, that this website is yours and you are promoting your website. So verification. This is a good practice to have. Okay? And standard tracking code in your WordPress and then in the whole website. Now, if you're interested to know how to make websites, okay, if you're interested to know how to make this type of website, it actually has a lot of different templates you can use. You can check out this guide right here, how to create a fast, secure, and scalable website for AdWords marketing. So in this case, it should be Google Ads. And so go to Premium23 into Google and then also type in create a website. So Premium23, create a website, type that into Google, and then you're good to go. It'll teach you how to make a website completely for free. So let's go back to our ads. So once that's done, we'll hit next and click done. Okay. So once after a few hours or so, the website should verify because people are going to start visiting it, presumably, or you can even visit yourself, and then Google's like, okay, so this website does exist. We'll go back. And the last thing we want to do is we want to go back to our campaigns, and we want to make sure that our ads only show up on devices or on mobile devices. So we'll go into devices over here, bottom left, and we'll do a bid adjustment for computers and tablets. So in this case, we want to decrease by 100% for computers, and for tablets, decrease 100%. Okay, so tablets, even though some of them can make phone calls, a lot of them don't. So when someone taps on your ad, on the text ad, even though we want them to go directly into a phone call, they end up actually going into a website instead. So we want to disable tablets altogether. I've tested it and it just doesn't work. So next thing I want to show you is the advanced bid adjustments, and I'm just going to cut into the clip right now. So let's go.
Now, the last thing, as I explained before, was the advanced bid adjustments. Okay, so apparently this is only on the campaign level, but what this allows you to do is it allows you to increase your bid from $1 to $9, for example, in the sense that in the hopes that it will show your call extension on text ads specifically. Okay, and let me show you what that looks like using one of my actual campaigns. All right, so here is looking into one of my actual campaigns, and you can see that the interaction coverage, which basically means that 41% of the time that my my text ad showed up, it had a call extension attached to it. Okay, so what that means is that the other 59% of the time there was no call extension, and that if the user clicked on the ad, it would go directly into a website. But because I have adjusted my ads to only go to phone calls regardless, so even when they clicked on the ad, it would still go into a phone call.
And welcome back. So let's go ahead and cover everything that we just did. We covered the two websites that we used, my friend's website and the website for the tutorial, how to create your call-only campaigns. So in this case, all the settings that you needed to know, as well as how to create your ad groups. So make sure to kind of group the keywords together in single ad groups based on like a niche or a topic, as well as add a plus sign in front of all the keywords, especially when you're starting off, to avoid garbage keywords. Then we did a create call only ads. That's the one where it goes directly into a phone call. Then we made a click to call text ads. So those were basically text ads that if you use a trick that I teach you on my website through the subscription, you can basically learn how to convert those text ads into call-only ads. And then we also verified our website by putting a verification code. So that was done near the end. We added a call conversion thing to all of the ads, so to the text ads as well as to the call-only ads, to make sure that if someone stays on the phone for 10 minutes, we consider that a conversion. And in the Google AdWords platform itself, we also added call extensions, so that was associated with the text ads themselves. Call extensions are just additions to the text ads. We added call out extensions, so those are just bonus keywords or bonus text that you can see on the ads if you have the top 2 places in AdWords. We also did device targeting. So device targeting is where you make sure that it only shows up on mobile devices, and advanced bid adjustments to see how to see basically what is the frequency of your phone call button showing up on text ads. Okay, so that's the review. And once again, if you have any questions, this was the Google Ads Pay-per-Call Marketing Guide 7.0, how to get phone calls to your business. This is very applicable for affiliates as well as small to medium to even large scale businesses that basically need call traffic to their website or to their business. Okay, so hope you had a great time with that tutorial, and if you have any questions, premium23.com, comment in the video below, and just email whatever if you have any questions, and make sure to share this video if you liked it. Okay, Leonidas here, salute, and I will see you in the next video. If you want more advanced stuff, then you got to check out the premium posts on premium23.com. That's where I go into more in-depth topics such as how to get keywords that are more competitive, okay, keywords that not everyone knows about, as well as different angles, as well as how to fully set up a campaign. So negative keywords, audiences, all that jazz, and also case studies. Okay, so we'll have I'll start making videos for 2 of those or so. The keyword planner, match types, all that other fun stuff, advanced stuff that you basically need to take your pay-per-call marketing to a more optimized money-making level. Okay, so Leonidas, and I'll see you in the next video. Salute.